Hi guys, today we're going to react to YAVA by Babymetal. This is a buy me a coffee request from first time requester Rob C. Thank you, Rob, for making this request. Babymetal.
Thank you, Rob. We appreciate the support. All right, this is pretty awesome because this is our first introduction to Kami Band, the band that sometimes accompany Babymetal, but here we get to see them up front, and they are freaking excellent. We don't know too much about them. We are sort of still, learning about Babymetal, so learning about Kami Band is sort of in there, but we're not there yet. But it's really good to see them play. Obviously, they are amazing.
The first thing that came to my mind was Halloween-themed horror films. We have a soft spot for horror films. I think that's what was so exhilarating, for me at least.
The guitar, the bass, and the drums were all amazing. It's just a great intro to sort of seeing the girls basically just come into it now, which is almost sort of half the video. So the song is going to be fairly short, but we got an awesome intro. I loved it.
As you said, the guitar, the bass, and the drums were all awesome. I love it.
At one point, actually, they showed them kind of from a distance, and I was like, is that in Ninganisa?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought, yeah, the makeup.
Bold ghost makeup,
Yeah.
looked a bit like the bass player from Ninganisa.
Yeah. If Kiss and Tim Burton were to collaborate on a concert, I don't know why the sound, it's not just the appearances, it's the sound. It sounded like something Tim Burton would use in his film.
Yeah, I think I don't know if the theme of the song, but one of the themes in the song is kind of like a sort of like a danger kind of thing. So it felt a little bit like that, like a little bit playful, a little bit sort of Halloween-y, as you said, but really cool.
That's what YAVA actually means. I think it means danger, a form of danger. Every time we get a Babymetal request, I deliberately don't find out more about the song because I like to be surprised. And the first thing that surprised me here is to see how young they are. This is a fairly old music video, and they're
2017.
so young. Yeah,
it's not that old. It's just that they are very young. So
yeah,
7 years ago, for them, it's like a
yeah,
massive difference.
a third of a lifetime. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the awesome thing about sort of jumping back and forth as far as their discography or whatever. We get to see older stuff and newer stuff. We just did Ratatata, which is brand new, and now we're going back to something older. It's very cool. I really like to see the differences and also kind of get more familiar with the catalog.
As I said, they look incredibly young in this music video, even though it's only from 2017. There's a pleasurable dissonance between the ferocity of the metal sound and the way they look here. Because at first glance, if you don't know Babymetal, they kind of look out of place, but you immediately get addicted to their particular signature, their young childlike voices and that metal sound. I just love it. Unusual to hear and that metal oomph in the background just for a few seconds, and then you go, yeah, this is really good. Yeah.
Dissonance that you're referring to obviously is the fact that they look like a girl sort of pop group, and the music is maybe predominantly, I'd say, probably metal, even though the singing is J-poppy, you could say, but I think more maybe more in the later work, or maybe both, I'm not sure, but not in every song. Su-metal actually takes the vocals to a different place where it's very metal like, only very different from the music that's being played. But that's, like I said, similarly to sort of other bands that mix metal with other voices at the very least. Another thing that impressed me here, that sometimes I had to kind of look away or close my eyes so that I don't see them, because I just wanted to hear it better. Here she would have to have been early to mid-teens.
Su-metal.
And her voice was already, with that piercing element that we've talked about. But there's something that she does that is so, I find it very addictive. I'm not even sure if I'm using the correct terminology, but I think she changes pitch a lot, and I love it. She goes high, but her voice is already high, and then she goes higher, and then she comes back to the usual, and she does it in certain places in a sentence that must be coming sort of from that Japanese way of singing, maybe. And it is just, I don't know, I'm seriously addicted to it. I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh my God, this sounds so good. I don't know, I don't even understand it fully, and I love it. It's just amazing that she could do it from a very young age. And like we said, today, when we hear the sort of more recent stuff, her voice is a little bit more mature and she can control it maybe a little bit better, but it's not that different. It was amazing then and it's amazing now.
What I love back then about her voice, as you said, she changes pitch. It sounds like it's processed, like the voices you'd hear in J-pop, but it's not. It's the way she actually performs. And what I love about her current voice, not just the power that comes behind it, but also its texture. We talked about it before. We compared her to Ozzy Osbourne, texture-wise, because she has a metallic texture in her voice that you just can't ignore. It deliberately transcends above the roaring of the band behind her. It becomes a signifier of Babymetal, with respect to her bandmates, of course.
There's a very deceiving element to her voice, because when you hear it, it sounds like gentle. You've called it caressing before, and it sounds gentle in a way that you would assume that if loud music will be played over it, it will be over it. You won't be able to hear it, like she will disappear into the background. But instead, it has this piercing quality that even though it's sort of a feminine voice, a gentle voice, or whatever, it still pierces through everything.
Yeah.
So it has a power that is probably not generally found in similar voices, I would say.
Yeah.
And that comes from sort of her control, which is really where I would say her talent lies. It's
Yeah.
just amazing. To me, Babymetal, as far as the singing, it's mostly su-metal.
Yeah.
They accompany her well, and the dance routines that they do together, I think visually really heighten the experience, and it makes it beautiful to see when they all harmonize, when they sing together. Love it. But it's really su-metal's voice that I find so addictive.
Yeah.
I'm completely addicted to it. It's amazing. It's just, I don't know. I love it. I just want, more of it all the time. And I think actually in this video, at least, there was more emphasis on the dance routine as part of the show. And I thought it was fantastic to see them, the three of them doing their dancing. And it's just another aspect to enjoy. Very cool.
Indeed. The biggest thing I can say about them, even back then, they were professionals in bringing the fun. They know how to bring the fun, and that sound is amazing. You can't get enough. It's just like we said on previous music videos. It's just exactly what the doctor ordered. Just a fun experience.
The beginning of the song, the Kami band were playing by themselves before the girls came on, and just as they were coming on, it was almost like in a ska reggae kind of area.
Yeah.
So I think that gave it that sort of Halloween feel, which to me, I don't know, gave it like a playful kind of notion, which when I look at the lyrics, it leaves me a bit unsure, but I have to assume that it's a little bit kind of tongue-in-cheek. This song is more fun than it is about something serious or dark.
The singing in this song had me thinking about, this is a point in their past, and we're just, and in this music video, we're witnessing some sort of part of their then evolution. So where they are right now, I think it's a new structure that they've conjured up, that they've decided upon. So we get to see it as it was back then. What I generally got from the lyrics is that they're actually taking a stance against, I think, some sort of criticism that they take when they perform metal songs in that lineup. The song itself speaks about what sort of criticism they get being three young girls singing metal songs. It's their way to take a stand and say, we're here to stay. I'm talking about what I got from the translation, of course.
Yeah. For me, again, I didn't get much out of the translation as far as beyond, the lyrics basically about danger, something is wrong. It just kind of, I don't know, felt to me like maybe it means something personal, and maybe it's just kind of like, I don't know, for lack of a better word, and I don't mean it negatively, like a sort of like a gimmicky song, something for a bit of fun, something for the younger audience with that kind of theme of danger that is with a bit of a wink. Or again, it could be something that's a bit more serious. The lyrics are fairly repetitive, so there's not a lot here. But again, I don't know, I just really liked it. I really enjoyed it. A lot of fun. And all that's left is really to say thank you to Rob C for this request.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I loved going back and seeing a little bit of older Babymetal and kind of getting to know a bit more, and especially seeing the Kami Band intro. That was awesome. So thank you very much. We appreciate the support.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob C, for requesting this song. We enjoyed reacting to Babymetal in their earlier days. We always enjoy going through the timeline of their career. It's been a lot of fun. Please, more like this. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you get notified on all our future videos. If you have a request you'd like bumped up the line, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
Thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate the support. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you then. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.